What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, we do some bashing, we do some crawling, we do the minis, and now we do some drifting, speed runs, and unboxings, and pretty much everything RC related. This week on my workbench, just picked up a new rig. As you just saw, we hit the hobby shop. Picked up the MST RMX 2.5. Been meaning to get a drift car, give it a shot. I'm a little bit intimidated. The drifting car, it does take a certain skill, but it looks like a ton of fun, man. The guys at the hobby shop, I'm always talking to them about it, and I'm like, I'm gonna get one, I just didn't know when, and just kind of waiting for the right vehicle, and this is definitely it. So, big shout out to Chris from Drift RC Miami, man. He helped me get this thing going. If you are local, they got a great drifting community down here, man. They got a great track, so check it out if you guys are local, man. So the rig you're about to see doesn't come exactly like this. He helped me set some things up. I'll tell you some of the changes that I made, and we're just gonna drive it on the track, see how it goes. This is my first time drifting, so kind of wanted to make this video for anyone new trying to get into the drift RC hobby, man. Just kind of want to film my experience and maybe show you what you can expect as you get into this hobby. So I know you've seen the car by the thumbnail, but let's take a look at it. So here it is. This is the GR86RB edition. They got a couple of different colors in this. This is the iridescent. This is a newer model. I absolutely love this body. Originally, I wanted to get the Skyline R34, but they got discontinued. These cars usually at A-Main, they're always out of stock, so they're super hard to get. So super happy when I got word that this was finally coming in. I absolutely love the paint scheme and this body. It does not come with these wheels. It'll come with a more standard wheel like this. But for the track that these guys run on, they told me to pick up these tires. Forgot the name. I don't even know the name of these tires. I'll link it in the description. The body doesn't come like this. You do have to install the buckets, the side mirrors, the wipers, the wing. Also, I didn't put any holes in the body because this body is too beautiful. So I picked up the Scale Reflex Gorilla mounts. These are a little bit on the pricier side, but they are fantastic. You can pick up the carbide and everything. These magnets are fantastic. So you can see the magnets here. I will be running a Gens Ace Redline Shorty pack. And like I said, this is the 2.5 model where some things got rearranged from the 2.0. The ESC is now in the back. I believe the servo was shifted backwards as well. And I do believe the diff in the rear went from bevel cut to straight cut. So just a couple of changes. Like I said, I am not the drift expert by any means, but just some of the changes that I did before I ran it. There's a ton of aftermarket support for the drift community, man. A lot of just carbon fiber, aluminum parts. There's just a whole bunch of things to do. So it's right up my alley, man. I get to customize this thing how I want it. Just kind of curious to see if I can drift it halfway decent and I'll be happy. Drifting does take practice, man. Unlike the crawling or bashing and stuff like that. I can drive an RC car. I don't know if I could drift it around the track and without hitting walls and stuff like that. Of course, I'm going to hit the wall. Of course, I'm going to spin out, things like that. But that's all part of the fun of this hobby, man. But this is a super popular platform, man. They got many, many different bodies. So if you're looking to pick up a drift car, I'll have links in the description below. It always helps out the channel and doesn't cost you anything extra. So let's get this packed up in the truck. Let's charge up this battery and let's hit the drift track.
So my first mistake was taking it directly to the track without practicing. That's a big no-no. I shouldn't have done that. I knew it was going to be challenging, but obviously what I did here was just kind of hit right on the side of the track, just try to do some figure eights, and just get a feel for the car. My car did come with the gyro set, a little bit on the high side for me. And the biggest thing really to get acquainted with is that you want a light throttle and you want to let the gyro do the work, and that is the biggest learning curve for just about anyone. I'm used to driving the car. I want to put the car where I want it to go, and you really have to let the gyro. So my advice, my pro tip would be practice at home, the front yard, a garage if you can. Get a feel for the car before you hit the track.
Better.
This is literally my first time on the track, and the best advice I can give anyone is really light throttle inputs. Don't fight the gyro, let the gyro do some sliding, and just with minimal inputs just start getting a feel for it. And towards the end of it, I went back on the track, did some gyro adjustments. Like I said, mine came a little bit high, and I got better at it. And that's all you want. You want to see some progress and stuff like that. Eventually, I passed on the car to my boy Chris, who can really drive the car, and for it being a stock, out of the box drift car, it does pretty good. So it's pretty impressive. And this is still me on the controls towards the end of the night, and I had gotten so much better with it, so I actually felt the progression, and that was a great feeling. Now I let my buddy Chris drive it just to see what the car can really do right out of the box, pretty much. So this is what I should have done before hitting the track. Just here in my garage here, just trying to do some figure eights, keeping the car sliding and moving at all times. Did adjust the gyro because the car does drive differently to how it drives on the track. So pretty simple, just adjust the gain, bring it down. The car did have some normal gyro wobble. It is a stock gyro, stuff like that, but definitely just practicing, getting a feel for it, and every time I just get behind the wheel of this car, I get better. So like I said, making progress and really having a ball with it, really. Here I'm practicing some long sweeps in the garage, just put down some set of monster truck tires and just kind of go around them and just keeping the momentum and sliding going and stuff like that. So this is also a pretty good practice technique in my opinion. Here I'm just trying to maintain a circle drift around the set of tires without stopping and just kind of adjusting along with the gyro, letting the gyro do its thing, and got better at it towards the end. Again, practice. You're going to hear me say that 1,000 times. Practice, 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 and compared to how I was driving from the beginning, I do feel a lot better. Thank you guys for watching. I already got some upgrades incoming for this car. You're not going to want to miss it. So stay tuned and we'll catch you on the next one.